Right, Arsenal welcome Aston Villa to the Emirates on Sunday. Still looking for their first win of the WSL season. Jamie Weir's on hand for us now at their training ground, as if by magic. There we are. So look, Jamie, Arsenal have been training this morning with the first time in almost a year with Beth Mead. How did she look?
Yeah, she looked good, Vicky, from the very brief glimpse we got of her while she was warming up with the rest of the squad. But speaking to a few people around the training ground here, I have it in good authority that she's looked pretty sharp in training, and I'm sure she'll be chomping at the bit to get out in that pitch, because it's been a long time that she's been out. Whether she features this Sunday in that game at the Emirates against Aston Villa is still a bit up in the air. We'll be speaking to Eunice Adval and finding out, but she's not a million miles away. And for Eunice Adval, it's a bit like London buses, because not just two, but three are kind of all coming along at once. I got a brief glimpse of Leah Williamson this morning. She didn't train with the rest of the group, but she was continuing her rehab on another pitch. But again, she's close. And Viv Mead, Beth Mead's other half, of course, was out there training with the group this morning as well. And we had that freak situation where they both suffered the same injury within a week of each other, just over almost a year ago now. And obviously that's an injury that's very difficult to recover from physically, but difficult to recover from mentally as well. So I wonder, having had each other throughout that period, whether psychologically that's helped them get back perhaps quicker than expected. But surely it's to be sure for Eunice Adval to have those quality of players all coming back at once, a huge boost for him and for Arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about that, he's got a bit of a selection dilemma. He's got the same going on in goal. It's kind of mirroring the men's team as well, isn't it? Do we know which way he's going for that one?
It's crazy that, isn't it? Yeah, Mikel Arteta has the same issue with the men's team, doesn't know who his number one is at the moment. And it's kind of a similar situation for Eunice Adval. Manuela Zinsberger started the season, that first game at the Emirates against Liverpool. She was the number one through all of last season as well. Had a bit of a shaky game, flapped at a couple of crosses. She'd had some pretty big mistakes for Austria during the international break as well. And a few fans were sort of chomping at the bit for Sabrina De Angelo to be given a chance. Sure enough, she was given a chance a week ago in that game at Manchester United. Lo and behold, comes out rushing out of goal, has an absolute howler, misses the ball entirely, and leaves Manchester United to tap in for a straightforward equaliser in that game. So not what you want to do when you're given your chance between the sticks. So yeah, look, it's a big decision for Eunice Adval. Who does he go with as his number one for this weekend? Again, it's a question I'm sure we'll be asking him in just over an hour when we speak to the gaffer.
OK, just finally, look, they do get consistently really big, strong crowds, don't they, at the Emirates? But their performances there aren't nearly as strong at the moment. How important is that they start to put that right?
Yeah, look, I'm sure that's something that the boss is really keen for them to rectify. As you said, that first game of the season against Liverpool, over 54,000 were at their game. They're back at the Emirates this Sunday. I think 33,000 they're perhaps expecting for that game against Aston Villa as well. They'll play at the Emirates 5 times this year. But as you said, their record there isn't the greatest. I mean, this is their record there. We can take a look at it now. In all competitions, they've won 6, drawn 2, lost 5. They've only won 1 of their last 5 games at the Emirates. And in the WSL, won 3, drawn 1, lost 2. And they haven't won any of their last 3 games at the Emirates. So yeah, it's great that they're getting big crowds there, but I'm sure Eunice Adval would like to see them getting some big wins there as well. And look, it hasn't been the greatest start to the season for them, but there were only 2 games in. They had that defeat, as I said, at Liverpool. They looked like they were heading to a defeat against Manchester United as well. But that Chloe Lacasse equaliser with almost the last kick of the game, I wonder whether that's given them a little bit of momentum now, Arsenal. And as I said, it is still so early in the season, and Eunice Adval isn't the kind of person who panics or gets too carried away when he doesn't get too up or too down, to be honest. So I'm sure he's not panicking just yet. 2 games into the season, just the 1 point. But they'll be looking to get their first win against Aston Villa on Sunday. Aston Villa started the season with 2 defeats, so nothing other than victory will do for Arsenal, you would expect, on Sunday.
Absolutely right. OK, thank you, Jamie, as always.